I want to talk today about what happened to a great growing city. What happened to Cleveland, and how do we begin to grow again? What happened to Cleveland is basically we have a continually declining number of foreign-born people in northeastern Ohio. Let me give you some statistics, and I have these statistics on a chart, and I ask all of you to take them home with you and look at them, because I think it begins to explain what our problem is and begins to make us understand how we're able to correct it. In 1948, 20.5% of the greater Cleveland citizens were foreign-born, compared to 8.8% in all of the United States. So we were almost 2.5 times the average in the United States. In 2008, we were down to 5.7% of our population being native-born, almost a 70% decrease in the number when we had a larger population. The United States itself has gone from 8.8% foreign-born to 12.5%, almost a 40% increase. So while the whole country has increased 40%, we have declined 75%. And it is my belief that that decline, as I look at all the places we develop in the country, the hot spots are the places that have the immigrants. And the cold places are the places that you end up with a decline. Let me show you the proof of this. There are 25 SMSAs. That means sections, for example, it would be Greater Philadelphia or Greater New York or Northeast Ohio. There are 25 SMSAs that have 20% or more foreign-born people among their population. Miami, Florida is #1 with 36.5%. So over 1 out of 3 people in Miami are foreign-born. Of these 25 SMSAs that have foreign-born of 20% or more, one of them is in New York, which is New York City. One is in Arizona, which is Phoenix. 2 are in Florida, 5 are in Texas, and 16 in California. Now you match those figures up with increase in growth, with increase in population, with increase in educated people, with increase in everything. And what you'll find, there is a direct correlation. And I would say to you that this, in my view, is not a particularly friendly place for people of color, for people of diverse nationalities. And as you lose population, you become less friendly, because there are fewer and fewer of you, and you feel less comfortable living there. And because we're going through a period of time where there will be a shortage of workers, demographically, people can live where they want to live. They don't have to live where we want them to live. Now, what do we do about this? You know, the nice thing is to get up and tell you what's wrong and leave. But that's not what my mother taught me. She always said, you can't complain unless you can tell me what you have to do to make it better. So the first thing we have to do is we have to look at the demographics. What will happen to this country between 2000 and 2030 and 2030 and 2050? Between 2000 and 2030, we will have 83 million more people than we have in the country today. So take our population at 83 million people. Of that, 15 million will be white, 15 million African American, 12.5 million Asian, and 40 million Hispanic. And if you look around the room tonight, That's not what you see. And until the large number of people who are Hispanic and are coming to these cities feel comfortable, they're just not going to settle here. And if they don't settle here, you're going to have an increasingly declining group of people in this community, and we're going to become poorer and poorer, and more of our children will leave. That is absolutely just the way it is.